Hey everyone, I hope you're doing so well. I'm coming to you today with a requested look, and it is a little different from all of the other videos that I've done because this is a hair tutorial. I wore it a couple of videos ago. I can't even remember what the look was. It could have been my giveaway winner announcement. I'm not sure. Anyways, one of my lovely subscribers asked me what tools I used and how I got this look. Um, I decided to do a tutorial for you. It's kind of a loose curl, casual, wavy look. Um, Anyways, with that said, please stay tuned for how to get this hair. Okay, so let's get started. First off, I just want to show you a few of the things that I use in order to get the look that I achieved in the introduction to this video. The first is my Hot Tools curling iron. I think this is 1¼ inch, but now that my hair is getting longer, I like the looser waves, so I'd probably recommend 1½ to 2 inch curling iron. Again, this is Hot Tools. I've had it for a couple of years now, and it hasn't failed me. The heat gets quite high. The one caveat with the curling iron is that in humid environments, my hair personally tends to lose the curl. So in those environments, I use a Chi flat iron. So if you'd like me to show you how to achieve this same look using the Chi flat iron, just let me know. Now, the other product that I use is a thermal styling spray. This one's called Kenra. You need a hairbrush and some hair clips. I use those claws. And in particular, I have 4 large ones and 1 small one for my fringe. Now, my hair right now is, as you all know, my hair is quite naturally curly, and if I don't blow dry it, it's crazy frizzy. So this is just blow dried straight. I haven't used a flat iron. Don't use a flat iron to straighten your hair prior to doing this because it won't hold the curl. Okay, before I go ahead and section my hair off and start curling, I'm going to comb my hair in some thermal styling spray. This particular one is a firm hold heat activated styling spray, and it's nice for me because it's sort of a flexible hold, but it keeps the curl in. Now, if I really wanted to keep the curl tight, I would section my hair off and then spray each section, but because I just want a loose curl, I'm just going to spray this all over my hair. And then use your brush and comb through. So brushing through the hair after applying the spray has helped distribute it evenly throughout the hair. And now I'm just going to go ahead and section my hair off. I'm going to start first with my fringe, probably at the point of my brow, and going up. And they're not really thick sections. I have a lot of hair, but it's very fine. So I'm going to use the small clip to hold my fringe in place. And then I'm going to start at the temples and go back upwards around the crown area. Now right where my ears meet my face, right here is where I start, and again I go up and around my head. I'm only dividing my hair into 5 sections today, so I'll only be using 1, 2, 3, 4 clips and then leave the bottom layer unclipped just now, for now. And then what I do is just right behind the ears, I create a section as well. So it just ends up looking like a jacked up mohawk. And we've got the loose section in the back here and the rest of the clips. Now I'm going to go ahead and start curling. First I'm going to split the back section into 2. And I'm going to start with my left side first. And because this is quite a large section of hair, I'm going to split this into 2 as well. And start with the section at the very back. Take your curling iron with the clamp facing forward. Put your hair into it and clamp down. And then bring the curling iron all the way down the shaft of hair until you have about an inch, inch and a half left, and just leave that hanging out. We're trying to get loose, sort of informal, effortless looking waves. As you can see, I curled the barrel, I twisted the barrel away from my face, and now I'm just going to hold it there for about 8 seconds. And you can slowly release by just loosening the clamp and pulling the hair out. And there you have just a very loosely curled section. I'm going to go ahead and do the same with the next section of hair. Bring it all the way down until you have about this much hanging out, and then twist. And hold for about 8 seconds. There you go. And do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now that you have these curls and the bottom layer is done, what I do is I just hold on to the entire section and then release the next set of hair and use that clip to clip the one that I just curled. So basically in the back, it looks like that. I'm not one of those people that once I get one section curled, I can leave it without clamping it together and separating it from the rest of my hair, because I know for sure that I'll always get it mixed up with the rest of the hairs that hasn't been curled yet. So I'm going to, like before, like with the bottom section that I first did, I'm going to split this section into two, bring them over my shoulders, brush it out if you need to. Another reason I like to do this look is because I have the peekaboo highlights, where it's just one layer in between that has the highlights. So with the curl, the highlights tend to poke through even more, and it just kind of gives a hint of color to my hair and dimension. Anyways, so since this is a thicker section, I'm probably going to have to divide this section into 3 parts. Make sure your parts are 1.5 to 2 inches wide. So once you've got the section, just do exactly what you did before. Remember, hold the clamp forward and vertically, clamp it onto the hair, bring it all the way down, probably with 2 inches or so of hair left, and curl it away from the face and hold for 2 seconds. Sorry, 8 seconds. And there's the curl right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue doing the same thing to this section as well as the next one, and then I will come back and tell you how I do the top of the head as well as the fringe. Okay, I'm now done my bottom 3 sections, and as I've completed each section, I've just clamped them all at the back like I did my bottom layer. So they're just all grouped together at the bottom, separated from the rest of the hair. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this top section here as well as my front layer slash fringe area. So you release the clamp and again split this into 2. Since I like this section like just at the top, probably about halfway, just going backwards, I'm going to get a section right here like this. You see that? Now we'll just split that into 2. It may not be the most even, but that's okay. Just split it into 2. It is going backwards, but we are going to curl it the same way that I have done before. So I'm just going to pull it off to the side. And again, take my curling iron with it being vertical and the clamp facing forward, and then pull it through and curl it and hold it there for about 8 seconds. And do the same thing on the other side. Okay, with that back section completed, I am going to complete the rest of this section of hair. So just, in order to make sure the curls are not too tight, I'm just going to split it into two parts. This is actually a little bit larger than the parts that I was doing before. And you're just going to follow the exact same steps. Okay, so the tricky part for me is always the bang slash fringe area, the part that frames the face, because it's always tricky in the sense that when it doesn't matter what side I part it on, especially if I part it in the middle, neither side is the same. But I guess that's the whole point of this, because it's kind of like a messy wavy look. You can part the hair any way you want. For today, I just want to part my hair in the middle, or as much in the middle as possible. And it's a hot mess, but that's okay. We're going to just split this into two parts. This section right here, you take the curling iron, and with the clamp facing forward, still again, just kind of curl it as you pull it away from your face and hold it there. And then you get like a loose sort of voluminous curl. Now with the fringe, with the bangs, I'm just going to take this entire section and kind of make it so that it's flat facing forward. And then take the curling iron and not clamp it all the way down, but a little further up. Pull it through, but curl it backwards as you pull it through the hair. And you don't have to hold it for too long. And there you go. Now guaranteed, this side is not going to look the same as this side, but that's okay. But part it in the same way and follow the same steps. See what I mean about them not looking the same? This one sort of does a Farrah Fawcett flippy-do, and this one is just flat down and curled at the bottom. But that's okay, I'll deal with it. Now all you need to do is release the rest of the hair, and then just run your fingers through it to loosen the wave and release it a little bit. You can play around with it and twist it if you'd like. And there you have it, my loose, sort of beachy, curled wave that's a little bit more casual. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like me to show you how to do the same look with the chi, just let me know. Warning though, with the chi, the curls will end up being a lot tighter. Anyways, with that said, please stay tuned for plenty more, including my Indian themed look as well as my giveaway announcement. Take care and have a fabulous day, guys.